What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of some modded Minecraft with GuitarCFD. I'm not sure what episode we're in today. I just finished editing episode 1, and I've got quite a bit of catching up to do. But wherever we're at, what we're going to do today is we're going to start setting up. As you can see, I've been pretty busy. I'm really digging this chisel mod and these carpenter blocks. Yeah, I really like these. I'm probably going to change these blocks out when it's all said and done. I think I want to change these to the what was it, the French tile or whatever it was we used up there. But yeah, I'm digging this. So now that I'm kind of got a base set up here, what I want to do next is I've got some intense mining to do down there before we can really get set up on a quarry. And before I can set up a quarry, I've got to get something set up that we haven't done yet, and that's a sorting system. Now, I want to walk you through my thought process here. I'm going to set up my first level down here. What I want to do is I want to kind of set this up, to kind of stay somewhat conservative with our resources without having to go into some of the crazy stuff like item filters and all that. What I want to do is set up a pathing system. Stuff is going to come into our system at one point, and it's going to filter through barrels and stuff like that, because barrels make it easy to filter. It makes it easy to sort stuff because only one type of item can go into them. But in order to make this work, there are certain things that I'm going to have to do. So this bottom level is kind of going to be my ore processing section. So we think about the things that we need to filter out before we hit a sag mill or a furnace, and the first 3 things that come to mind are going to be cobblestone, gravel, and sand. Now, these are things that are going to be set up ahead of time, right? We want these taken out early before we ever get to a sag mill or an alloy furnace. Oh man, with the explosions. I really, since I can't see it happening, that's either like a creeper plant or that is an ender mini getting a creeper. I haven't figured out which one it is. So moving on. So we've got cobble, gravel, sand. We're also going to need one for dirt and marble, and we'll place another one there, and if we can't figure out anything else that's going to need to be filtered out, we will just make it a second barrel for cobblestone. Now, there's some other stuff that we're going to want to filter out, and I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do this yet. My vision is I'm going to have one level here, and this is going to be my ore processing. So it'll come up through the center here and connect to, and then run through these 6 barrels first, and if it can't send anything into that, then it's going to move on to the next level. So what I'm hoping to do here, and I may have some thinking to do, what I'm wanting to do is filter these out, and then I'll also be sending stuff like my minerals, like my ores that I need to process, to some, a setup of sag mills and alloy furnaces. So I've got some thinking to do on my setup. I don't know exactly how I want this to work, because I've also got to keep redstone and stuff like that from clogging up the system, because I want that to go on my next level, which is going to be my refined products, where I keep all my like refined iron and all that fun stuff. It'll also be where I keep redstone and diamonds and gems, because I consider those kind of a refined. This is going to be my raw materials. So let's see, we got cobblestone, sand, gravel, dirt, marble. I need to kind of, oh, you know what? We'll need one for abyssal stone, because we will run into that stuff. So I do have that one. Then we'll set up 3 more here. So what I'm thinking is pipe this in and have it filter into here. And what I'll have is I'll have these all set up as insert and as an in and out, right? We'll put our item conduits on here, and we'll have them set up as an in and out. Now they'll insert on green, right? And I'll have the next level inserting on green. So what I may need to do is I may need to set up a barrel for each individual ore as well. And what I'll then have it do is, let's see, I'll grab an item thing here. We'll shift click, get that out of our hand. Let's get an empty hand, and we'll click on it, and so we'll have in and out. So on insert, we'll have it come in on green, and then on extract, we'll have it coming out on brown, and we'll have it always done. And then we'll come over here and set up a chest. And I'll probably be able to run my piping in underneath. We'll have it running into a chest that will feed in to. Well, let's go get a chest. And it's Christmas time, so of course, all of the chests are Christmas presents. It'd be nice if I actually had a Christmas present with some stuff that I could use in it. So we'll have it here, and then we'll have this one. Oh, we're going to have this set up as an insert. Oh, I messed up. Green, brown. So what'll happen is these things will be able to, need to do it on this one too. In and out, insert on green, extract on brown, and always active. And I think I'm going to change that one to always active, right? So that's how those will work. And as you can see, this is the perfect way to set it up, because it'll go both ways the entire time. So it will run through these, and then as I go up to the next level, those will be insert on green as well. But we won't be able to pull them out into this other system, because this will only extract on brown. And I may actually just set up like a buffer chest for the time being. Okay, we're back. And I was thinking about it. I kind of derped putting this out, because you know what? These are going to be those raw materials that I don't want going anywhere, right? So I won't want those coming out. So that will be an insert only. It'll still have an insert on green, but and I need to knock that out. Oops, ouch. I'm still real conscious about wasting resources. So I'm grabbing everything. And you know me. If you watch my vanilla stuff, you know that I don't like to throw stuff away. I like to just create more storage. And this will help. So we'll go there, 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 and there. Right? And then we'll get one down there. That's going to be our insert to this entire system. Actually, no. I know how I want to do this. Go down. Get these because I definitely don't want to be wasting these. And let's see if I can place this from down here. Yeah, we'll close that back up. Okay, so I've got another fun way to input stuff into our system. And I'll deal with that in a little bit. But let's make sure we have all of the storage that we need. So we said we were going to need 9, and then cobalt ardite, that's 11, yellowite, yellowite and uranium, so that's 13, and then one for cinnabar, so that's 14. So let's see what this looks like. If we go here, okay, so we've got 6 for those, and then we can go here and here, so there's 8. There, that's 9. And so I need 4. Well, I guess I can go ahead and go here, and I can just come up with something else. And then I'll just go 1, 2, 3. And so now I've got one for each of those, and I'll need to fill those in. Oh gosh. You know what? Yeah, I'll put that one further up. Because I want something else to go there. Yeah, so that's a good way to start it. Let's get up there and connect these. And I really hope this works, because I'm going to be really embarrassed if I do all this work and then it doesn't work the way I want to. Now these are going to be in and out. We're going to insert on green, extract on brown. Wait, I set that to always active, right? Always active, yeah. In, out, insert on green, extract on brown, always active. So I'm going to do this for the rest of these barrels. Okay, so I got those set up. There's a couple more. Like, I know I'm going to need one for clay, and I'm going to want that to be an insert only. So we'll change that to insert on green. That's good. And then I'll probably need more barrels just for just because. Okay, so the next thing I want to set up, and I got to see if I even have the stuff I need to set this up. So I am going to need blaze rods. So I may need to make another trip to the nether. Luckily, I know where there's a blaze spawner, and I'm gonna bring my thing up here. I'm gonna bring my crafting station up there because I'm gonna need it as I'm going through some of this stuff. Starting system back. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I clued you into these changes. I had a problem when I set this vine in here to reset the fall damage so that these guys wouldn't just die whenever whenever they fell down. That vine, these vines actually grow up in this, and putting a button on top didn't stop it. Like it just kind of grew up the sides. So for two reasons, I actually had some that were falling down here and like being able to stop themselves because there was a 1 block space when these vines grew on the side. So I moved this out into kind of like a plus sign, where these are empty, and I put buttons there to stop the vines from growing into those spots. And I don't know if I needed one right there. I just put them there to be safe. So now this thing is working perfectly. And I'll take you down and show you. Eventually, we'll move the sorting system up to a platform like we have on that one. But I got 14 ender pearls. It's growing. And we're gonna set those up on our system as well. And I have no idea. I haven't checked my mob essence in a little while. He's gonna die. There he goes. Let's see how we're doing on gunpowder. We got 1 stack plus 60. So, oh yeah, 1 stack plus 60. I looked at that and said, "How? I just lost 2 somehow." Right click on this. Almost 80,000 barrels. So that's good. I'm sorry, almost 80 buckets worth. That's what that is. So let's go back up here. I want to take a look at something real quick. And so most of you are familiar with how these things work, with how this sorting system is going to work. So let's take a look at Ender. Now that's not the Ender chest I want. That one. I could use it, but that's not the one I want to use. Ender chest. This is the one I want to use from Ender storage. So I need a chest, an Ender pearl, 2 obsidian, a wool, and 4 blaze rods. So I need to go back to the nether, and I need to get some blaze rods. So let me dump some stuff off. And I'll go back to the nether, get the blaze rods I need, because I need this to get started. Very early on, this is going to be my setup to so that while I'm mining, I'm also going to make this Ender pouch. As long as it's set up on the same frequency as the Ender chest, I can, I can just dump stuff in there. It'll go into my system automatically. So this is 3 high. That's actually perfect. I can just slam my roof down on top of this and go on up to my next level, where I will run everything else. This is for when I'm mining, right? So all my iron ore and all that stuff is going to go into these guys, and then filter into the sag mills, right? Yeah, because what I'll do is I'll set those up to export on brown, and I will set up the sag mills to insert on brown, and so they will take stuff out of the barrels, grind it down, and then send it up to an alloy furnace, which will then melt it down and then send it on up to my next level. That's the plan, anyways. So I think we're good on this level for right now. I will probably find out later that I am not good and need to do something else. So let me run to the nether to get that so I can put an ender chest together, and I'll be back in just a little while. Cool, guys, so I actually found a blaze spawner, and that helped out a bunch. I can hit these guys just a couple of times with this sword, and I usually get a decent amount of blaze rods from them. At least one every time, usually 2. So I'll probably be able to use this thing later on. So what I want to do is I want to hit J, and I want to mark it as a waypoint on my journey map. So we'll add new. I'll call this blaze spawner. I just watched another creeper die, and it made me happy. Okay, so what I want to do now, we're going to set that up to be marble. That one's going to be gravel. That one's going to be sand. And we'll just go ahead and lock those for now. That way, in case I take all of it out, it won't come back to me. I thought of something else I needed to put over here, and I can't remember what it was now. But that's okay. We're going to empty our inventory out, and just to kind of demonstrate how this is going to work, let's see how we're doing on mob essence here. I need to figure out a better way of doing this. Dang it. Because right now I'm having to come down here, set this to insert, or to extract. It will pump out and fill my dynamo up. And then I come back down and set it to insert, and it's good. That works well for now because this is set up to insert only, this is set up to extract only, so I can't take out of the other two. I'm just not creating as much mob essence as I would like. I think I actually just want to do that. So, I don't know if I showed you this either. I'm still kind of catching up on what I have shown and what I haven't. So I came down to level 40, or 41 I guess, and made a place from mine. And then I also went down to level 30 and made a place. This is where I'm going to get the majority of my iron, as you can see. But I'm going to get some mine shafts made here, and I'm going to do my typical 128 by 128 just so I can show you what the reason I do those is so that I generally will break into any cave systems, and then I can light them up, and that increases the efficiency of my natural mob system. Okay, so I've done a little bit more digging, and now I'm getting to the point where, oh my gosh, things are starting to stack up on me. So we open the ender pouch and dump the marble in there, the cobblestone, the dirt. And you notice it's in the gravel. Let's see. Let's open this one, and we'll just take everything out of there. Flint is another one I needed to open up. So now I can just dump all this stuff in here and let it dump out. Now, if we go up to the top, what we'll see is that I'm able to dump stuff into this ender pouch, and it dumps it into this ender chest, which is then filtering stuff into the rest of the sorting system, which, granted, this isn't much of a sorting system yet, but we're getting there. I'm happy with it. We got our cobblestone, gravel's coming, sand. Let's see, what, can I even open that? Yeah, good. Alright, still filtering out cobblestone. Let's make sure. Oh, that's not where I want you. So it's going to take me a little while to get all the kinks worked out. But one thing I can do, since I have some of this, shiny ore was one that I forgot about. But I can go ahead and start iron. Okay. Copper, shiny, lead, and silver. So I can do this. That's more copper, aluminum, ferrous, shiny, cinnabar I want to put somewhere else. Let's pick up that flint. flint is one that I want over here. There we go. Cinnabar I just want in a spot where I can get to it, so we'll probably put cinnabar right there. And then put lead right there. And then all of these we will lock, because sag mills and all that fun stuff are going to be taking it out. Let's see, was that everything? I got some jewels and stuff. Oh, why did it do that? Stardust quartz. That stuff I just don't have a place for yet. Oh, man. The reason it's doing that is because this box is closer, so it's going to fill those up first. So until I actually get the stuff I need in there, like let's say I don't even remember, but we need to get that stuff filled out. I can go ahead and put yellowite and stuff in there. I'll go grab whatever ores I have, but I'm also gonna have to see iron. What am I missing? I'm missing a lot, actually. I'll get it figured out. Be back. Okay, now that I've filled up some of these that are closer, I'll still have some problems with these two and that one, but it should kind of start filling up. You know what? Let's put it here. That'll work. Because this works at the bottom and then works its way up, I still need to grab some gold, and I think so there's silver. I've got silver, ardite, and cobalt. I still need to get. I just don't have any of the random ores laying around. I've got plenty of the ingots laying around. That's lead. But you know, you get the gist. It just makes it easier for me when I'm down there mining to sort things out. Now I still have to. I'm gonna make the next level, but before I do that, I'm actually gonna sort out my my processing stuff because I want that working before I move on to the next one. And I am gonna have to find some cobalt and ardite to fill in there. Gold will not be that difficult to find. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty slots. And I'm not sure I had 5 things in mind. Maybe go ahead and put netherrack in one of these. Like put it over here where I can't see it. And go from there. And then I can empty out all my chests. And I won't have to come over here to do it. I'll just be able to pick stuff up out of the chest, toss it in this ender bag, or ender pouch, and the rest will all be done for me. That works. Oh, clay. Clay is something I need to make room for somewhere. That may actually go up to the next level. So just to kind of give you a heads up, the next thing I want to do is, so on the next level, I want to get all my jewels, right? Like, or all of these, and then redstone and lapis, and then also all of my refined iron and that stuff. And I want to, you know, it's going to be a processing center on the next floor for packaging. I want to set up like a couple packagers so that you know, instead of keeping things in the dust and ingot form, it's actually going to go ahead and make blocks and then send that up to the next level, which is going to be like my bulk storage of refined materials. So that's kind of my thought process on what I plan to do with this. And then I'm going to set up other platforms. So we'll go from here and go out and make another platform, and we'll go from here and make another platform, and then another one in that corner. And what I intend to do with these, so this is going to be all my ore and processing. The next one, one of them will be, my agriculture. And on the first level, we'll have like wheat being, or maybe on the top level, we'll do like wheat, and then on the next level, we'll do sheep and then cows. I don't plan to do anything with pigs. We can just for the sake of doing it, but I don't really feel the need for it. And then let's see what else. We'll have one for magic stuff. So all those, like all these Thaumcraft shards and everything, will actually go into that. And eventually we'll move this to where it's in a central location, like move it out here. So that I can dump everything into this and it will be sorted out. And what may eventually happen is I may take this, and that will be my connection to wherever it goes, but then this will be linked up into a basic sorting system that sends stuff from, into different chests depending on what it is, and then that goes into another ender chest that will come over here into this sorting system. So that's a possibility. But this was a basic one I wanted to get done for mining, and like I said, before I can really let loose, I'm going to have to do one for these guys on the next level, and then we'll go from there. This Certus quartz that's in here, I could, I guess, go ahead and grind that up in a sag mill, but I don't want it all ground up. I want to choose when that gets done, so I'll probably hold off on that. So that's gonna be it for right now.